What's happening, everybody? Hey, I'm actually sitting out here waiting for my doctor's office to open because I'm getting ready for my annual physical. Fellas, please go get yourself checked out every year. Stay on top of it because your health is your wealth. I don't care how much money you have and how many things you have going on, but if you don't have your health in order, it's really key. And something else that I'm learning the importance of is, doing your blood work and looking at your blood work and seeing what's going on. A lot of people don't know, and so because of that, things creep up on them. Like your blood work can tell you about like pre-diabetes and high cholesterol and diabetes and PSA and all kind of things, just going on in the blood. So we want to encourage you with that. But but here's the thing. All right, so like I traveled, I just dropped the video. Check out the video talking about the Africa Chronicles, 8 countries, one amazing year. Be sure to check that video out. And be sure to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. But this one thing I did not deal with. I traveled all around the world in 2021 and really in 2020 also. I went to Mexico. I went to quite a few places, even while all stuff was going down. And 8 African countries. It was actually more, but I only featured 8 in that particular video. But I didn't deal with this thing that I dealt with when I came back to this daggone country in America. And I did not deal with that daggone virus. So I get back to the States and, Omarion, yeah, I know what it's called. I'm saying like code words because I don't know, algorithms and all this type of stuff pick up things and they got this weird, it's something going on. That's all I got to tell you. Something going on that if you talk about certain things, they're trying to shut you down and muzzle you and all of that. Something's up with that. And there's a problem with that when people just can't share their experiences and then they get penalized or censored or whatever. There's something wrong with that. But a lot of people don't have a problem with that. A lot of people really believe and trust these entities that disseminate information like it's nothing. So anyway, I get back and my youngest son, he gets it. So I'm feeling a little weird, like right around my birthday. So I'd been back in the country for several weeks, all right? Because, folks try to say, well, maybe you brought it back, and all this, that, and the other. Like, no, I was here, and it was here. So he catches the thing, and so he's late. This dude, he's like 18 years old. It took him down for a few days. So I just felt a little weird, and I was like, well, all right, maybe I need to go get checked out myself and see what's happening. Then I pull up to the joint, and the line was down the block and around the corner, and the cars half-mile long. And I said, you know what? I said, that's okay. I'm not going to sit here for 6 hours. I'm just going to chill, stay home, lay low, quarantine, and do that. But none of that was I dealing with when I was in Africa. None of that stuff was going on in any country that I was in. And but the way that it's portrayed is as if Africa is like this place of, just riddled with this stuff. But you come back to America and it's riddled and people can't see it. And then they tell you to be careful over there. Be careful. You sure you want to go over there? You sure? But the stuff is happening here, y'all. The stuff is happening out of control over here. Omarion is running wild, is singing up a storm all over here in America. And it's like, it's really sad to watch how the continent, by and large, has been disparaged, even with this, even with the proper management in many cases, the protocols, all the different things that they've put in place, but yet somehow people still want to disparage it. It's really disgusting on so many levels. And that's why I tell people, on the continent, I know y'all want to come over to America and think it's like all of this, that, and the other. But when you get over here, you see exactly how crazy it is, how twisted, and how the double standards and mixed messages and mind games, all that stuff. Come on over and see. You'll see it for yourself. Now, you can make a lot of money here. Don't get me wrong. You can make a lot of money. You can do a lot of different things. But there's trickery. There's poop in the punch bowl for sure. And you just got to know how to navigate it. And if you know how to navigate it, then you'll be all right. But if you're just somebody who's like believing in all of the red, white, and blue and all that kind of stuff, just know what that red represents. And that red represents many of our ancestors and who have been forgotten, who will never be known, who will be disparaged, who will be by us. That's the deal. Will be disparaged by us, dismissed, ignored, erased. So a lot of that red comes from them. But anyway, but everybody, as far as my son's concerned, he's well. He's back doing his thing, and it's just. I think the biggest lesson in all of this is just the management of what has transpired over the past 2 years, the poor management across the board, and I can't blame it on one or the other. Just the poor overall management of this situation, and it just makes you wonder what was really going on. It leaves more questions than anything else, because now people are finding out that they've done everything that they're supposed to do, but yet this stuff is still shutting down their office. People still calling out sick, and they've done everything that they've been told to do, but yet somehow they still got to deal with this, still dealing with financial repercussions, but something just to like stop and think for yourself. Okay, well, this was supposed to solve the problem, and this was supposed to solve the problem, but the problem is continuing to, mutate, and so it's causing, again, places that have done everything they're supposed to do are still having to close. Events are still shutting down, and all of that. So anyway, but my point is, I didn't have to deal with any of that over in Africa, and so hopefully those on this side of the Atlantic or Pacific, depending on which side you're looking at it, will get this stuff in order. All right, so that was it. That's what transpired. Like I said, I can't say if I had it or not. I just know I was real tired and fatigued, and I just said, let me just stay in the bed and let me just chill, because since he had it, he was in his room quarantined, and my wife, she didn't have it. She was able to get tested and found out she didn't have it, so, and nobody else in the house had it, so I was like, well, I'm the only one feeling kind of funny up in here, so let me just chill. But that was it, and that was the deal. So I don't know if Omarion and like I said, I know what it's called. Let me see. Oh, okay, it's open. All right, look, I gotta go. Anyway, got more content on the way. Looking forward to connecting and sharing some more stuff, more interviews. Nubian village in Egypt, how they make shea butter in Ghana, more interviews. We're gonna dissect this whole thing. And guess what? We got Egypt, Tanzania, and Ghana all available for you coming up in 2022. So join us on the continent of Africa this year. All right, subscribe, like, share. Maximum Impact with Jay Cameron. Take care. See you soon.
Open up your eyes and see all the fun and mystery. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny. From the mountains to the shore, so many things to explore. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny.
The Adventures of Darren and Destiny. And Darren and Destiny are twin brother and sister, and you go on their adventures throughout the African diaspora, meaning so African diaspora destinations, primarily focused in Africa, but we go to South America, we're going to go to the Caribbean. Their first book is going to take you to Ghana, and then we're going to go on a safari, and from there we're going to go to Ethiopia, and then we go to Salvador, Brazil. And what the goal is to be able to inspire curiosity in the continent of Africa in our children from a very young age, and to really tell a more accurate story. Most of our children are exposed to negative images, late night infomercials about how bad things are. Everybody's sick, everybody's poor, everyone's uneducated, but that's simply not true. So what Darren and Destiny and their family do is they go to different African destinations. They are learning about these different places. You're beginning to see positive images, but still telling the truth. I mean, that's the important thing, to tell the truth about some of the things that have occurred. But it's all done on our children's level, so they begin to understand it. And it begins to pique their curiosity. They begin to learn more. And hopefully one day they will want to explore and visit the continent of Africa and its many countries. There's just so much that Darren and Destiny are able to do
And as they're doing it, it's like they begin to open the minds of a new generation. And they don't get bombarded and indoctrinated with negativity. They're actually able to see positivity and inspiring images and messages about the African diaspora, as well as those who are still indigenous to the continent of Africa, and they begin to learn more and just see things differently. So I'm excited about introducing the adventures of Darren and Destiny.